If you could get $100 per jerk-off for life, or get $1 mil for one time, which would you choose and why? $100 per jerk-off. I figure I could jerk off 50 guys a day. At my age I'd take the million. Let's put this into perspective. $1 million $10010,000, which means you need to masturbate 10,000 times to equal it, which, if you do it once a day, means 27 years. Now, if this was active from puberty, I think it's probably safe to say you'd far surpass 1 million. But if you're 25? You're probably past your peak masturbation age, and you're probably having sex too. So let's say you masturbate 2 times every 3 days. That already puts you past 40 years to hit 10,000, which, if you're 25, means over 65. Already looking like 1 mil is smarter. But we haven't even factored in investments. With $1 million? Hire a good investor and invest. I'm certainly not the most financially informed, but it's clear that you'll far surpass whatever amount you'll get from $100 per jerk-off. Just give me the mil, because if I take 100 per jo sesh it'll just turn into work, and I don't want my personal time composing with the skin flu to ever become work. Besides, it's a lot easier to explain to the folks around the dinner table when they ask me what I do to earn a living. Important question: is the money coming directly out of my penis? Do you have to finish? Because I can jerk off a lot of times in a day if I don't have to come every time. I'm pushing 40, and probably in the twilight of my tugging career. I'd have to jerk off once per day for the next 27 plus years to hit $1 million at the 100 per pace. I just don't have that kind of time. I'm gonna have to take that big money and run. I'll take the 80, I think that's the amount. 'Cause you can just wank in a McDonald's if you're hungry. I'd do the paper jerk to stop hearing my wife tell me to keep taking college classes and get promotions. Instead I'd hear, "We need groceries, can you rub 1 or 2 out real quick? Rent's due, I need you to stop gaming and start masturbating, come faster." In bathroom her, "What you doing?" Me, "Saving up for your birthday present." Her, "Aw, I love you honey." Me, "Give me $10 per, I'll still destroy that $1 million ceiling." Gimme the mil, the other option is too much work. I'm already 50, I don't got time for that shit no more. Info: I have a vulva. Does the $100 per jerk off mean I have to find someone to jerk off? Or will I be able to earn the same $100 per orgasm for jilling off? If I can get back pay for all the times from ages 13, now in my 30s, then I would do the $100 per stroke. If I cannot be reimbursed for time served, then the $1 mil will be fine. Plus, with the $1 mil, buying a house would be easier since I wouldn't have to run to the bathroom like 4,000 times. Yeah, I'd do the $100 per, cause I'd spend up that mil and be back to beating the cheap meat. I only need to masturbate 10,000 times to make $1 million. So I would only need to jerk off 2 times a day for 13 years and 252 days. Or 4 times a day for 6 years and 306 days. Challenge accepted. $100 per jerk off. Steady supply makes me more satisfied mentally than just having $1 million. While I could manage 3 times a day, x 365 days in a year, would only take me about 9 years and change to reach $1 million. I figure I'll be jerking it for at least another 20 to 30 years before I get too old, so that could net me an additional $2 million by retirement age. I'd definitely go with getting paid by the wank. So you're asking whether I'd prefer $1 million right now or $1 million every month? I'm 17 and can safely say that jacking off 4 times a day is doable, especially if I get $100 per session. So if I jack off 4 times a day, It'll only take 6.84 years to hit the $1 million, and by then I'll be 24, still fully capable of jacking off like a champ. Obviously 1 mil for one time. Can't get a better deal than that. I don't think I've even masturbated 10k times in my life, and I wouldn't want it just to earn a reward that I can earn in 5 to 10 minutes. And turn a fine hobby into a job, sucking all the pleasure out of it? No way. I'ma take the cool million, thank you. 100. Everyone is acting like they wouldn't jerk off more if they made money while doing it. You really think you'll still jerk it once a day if you make 100? I'd be pushing that number to 3 to 5 times a day. That's more than I make now. I could quit my job for life, save, pay off debt, and invest. It's basically a job at this point. And I always have the option of reducing the hours worked in the future once I'm more financially stable. Million now. Immediate security. Life-changing. Would take too long to build up to 1 million the other way. Might die before you even get a fraction of a million. Math time. Okay, let's preface a few things by saying that it might take about 6 minutes to finish for each one, and let's just say that it would probably be very painful to do it more than 10 times a day at the very maximum, which gets us to an hour of masturbating each day just to get as much money as we can each day, which would be $1,000 a day with those parameters. At this rate, it would take us 1,000 days to reach $1 mil, which is roughly 2 and 34 years. Theoretically, let's assume that we don't want to absolutely annihilate our dicks and only want to jerk it maybe 5 times a day. This would double the time it takes to reach $1 mil, roughly 5.5 years. Now let's say we do this until we're 66 years old, the average age of retirement, and we end up with a net worth of about $12 million at retirement, which, obviously, is considerably more than if we agree to the latter, which is exactly why I would have to choose the former. Okay, let's do the math. You'd need to jerk the jerky 10,000 times to get 1 million. Let's assume average life expectancy is 75. Let's say you had your first jerk at the age of 15. That's 60 years. Now, doing it once a day, 36,560, would equal 21,900 days. $219,000 $100 $2.19 million, so you could potentially make double if you keep cranking it. Steady income. I'm very tempted to do the 1 mil, so I may not need to work for the large stretch of time, but I think I'd still have to go with 100 per wank, cause boom, I can get that PC I wanted, and after a few days THST could become a part-time job, and if I ever crave something it's only a right head away. Y'all, comparing the jerks it would need to get to 1 mil. Now I'm 25 and clear about 1,400 a month. That's 14 wanks a month to equal what I'm on now. I could stay home and wank a few times a week and make what I make now, a few more, and I'm living better and not killing myself working. I'd finally enjoy Mondays. Therefore take the 100 per yank and no longer be able to use the term shaking hands with the unemployed. Thanks for coming to my TEDx talk. The correct answer is $1 mil. Money now is worth more than money later. I'm curious, will those mechanical things that help tug it out count, or does it need to be manual? I'd single-handedly put America into inflation. All my problems could be solved by jerking off. Need cash? Jerk off. Girlfriend leave you? Jerk off. Need a new girlfriend? Jerk off. I'm 16. Twice a day, every day, for a year is $72,800. You'd make $1 million in just about 15 years. Plus you can still work a regular job at the same time for the most part. Give me the $100 per wank. 100 for sure. Even if I don't reach $1 million, like it is a motivator. And helps me budget. With 1 million I can spend it all and go broke real quick. But 100 a night for life. I'm ducking set. Never go broke. This lacks a drawback to the one-time payment. Put a twist on it, like but you never can jerk off again. A million is cool, but you know what's cooler? A billion. If you beat off twice a day for 14 years, you'd have a little over $1 million. That's par for the course for me, $100 every time I jerk faux show.